You ever been in a room with a woman, and there's this electric undercurrent you can't quite put your finger on? She's not saying, "I want you." She's not grabbing you by the shirt like a movie scene, but something in the way she moves, talks, and looks at you makes the air feel heavier. Here's the reality. When a woman's mind and body start shifting toward sexual readiness, her conscious brain usually stays quiet. But her subconscious starts talking, in a language most men never learn to read. And if you miss these subtle psychology-backed clues, you're not just missing a sign, you're missing the moment. Today, we're breaking down 7 signs she's subconsciously pushing for sex with you, even if she doesn't fully realize it herself. Stick around, because 5 is where most guys blow their shot without even knowing it. 1. Her stories start sounding sensual. Pay attention to how she describes things. She's telling you about her morning run, and instead of saying, "It was chilly," she says, "The air felt sharp, like it was gliding over my skin." That's not just poetic flair. According to psycholinguistics research, when a person's sexual brain is quietly activating, their language shifts toward the tactile, sensations about temperature, texture, and physical movement. It's her subconscious weaving her body into her words. She's not describing the weather. She's inviting your mind into her sensory world. The more she uses language that makes you feel something in your imagination, the more her subconscious is signaling she's in a heightened state. Ever wonder why erotic novels sell so well? Because they don't say, "It was cold." They make you feel the cold. She's doing the same, without even trying. 2. She sprawls, not just sits. There's a world of difference between sitting close and claiming the space around you. She could sit politely, knees together, hands in her lap. But instead, she leans back, exposes her neck, lets one leg drape off the couch, or rests her arm along the back of your chair, sometimes even behind you. This is expansive body language. Psychology studies show that when women feel sexually confident or internally aroused, they literally take up more space. It's primal. Animals do the same when they feel dominant or safe. She's not just comfortable, she's broadcasting. "I'm not hiding anything. I'm open." And in a sexual context, that's massive. The subconscious part? She may not realize she's doing it, but her body is already creating a more inviting posture. For you. 3. She references your body, in context. Compliments are easy to dismiss. "You look good," "Nice shirt," "You've been working out." But contextual, function-based comments are different. She says, "You look like you'd be good at carrying someone." Or, "Your hands look like they'd feel warm on a cold night." That's not small talk. That's functional, erotic projection. Her brain imagining your body in a scenario, and verbalizing part of it. She's not just noticing you, she's placing you in a physical role that involves closeness, strength, or warmth. And here's the thing. For her to say it out loud, she's already run the mental scene in her head. It's like a movie trailer, where she's the director and you're the lead. 4. She lets silence do the talking. Most people panic when there's a lull in conversation. They rush to fill the gap with words, jokes, or questions. But when a woman is turned on, she lets it breathe. You're sitting there, the conversation fades, and instead of changing the topic, she just looks at you. She holds your gaze a second longer than needed. She exhales slowly. Maybe her lips part slightly, but she doesn't rush to break the moment. That's not awkward silence. That's sexual tension in its purest form. According to research, mutual silence during arousal actually boosts oxytocin, the same bonding hormone released during sex, even before any physical contact. She's using quiet as pressure. Her eyes, her breath, her stillness, all working to close the space between you without touching you. 5. She teases your self-control. This is where a lot of guys mess it up. She'll say something like, "You act all composed, but I bet you're trouble." Or, "Are you always this disciplined or just when I'm around?" Sounds playful, but it's not just banter. It's challenge-based escalation. one of the most primal forms of sexual play. What she's really doing is testing how you handle sexual friction. If you laugh nervously, dodge the comment, or overcompensate with cocky humor, you kill the charge. But if you hold eye contact, stay calm, maybe let a slow smirk form without answering right away, you let her sit in the tension she just created. And that's where her body starts to move ahead of her rational mind. 6. She touches where skin thins. A light tap on your shoulder? Friendly. But a slow brush across your wrist? A fingertip along your collarbone? Her hand behind your ear, lingering just a second too long? That's different. These spots, where the skin is thinner and packed with sensory nerves, are wired for intimacy. Somatic psychology calls these parasexual touches, touch that's not outright sexual, but a clear step beyond platonic. Think of it as her body's way of asking a question her words won't. Do you feel this? Do you want more? The real giveaway? She doesn't rush it. That extra half-second of contact is where her intent lives. 7. She stops multitasking. In the modern world, attention is currency, and everyone's broke. She could be checking her phone, glancing at the TV, scrolling Instagram, but when she's with you and in this state, none of that exists. Her breathing slows to match yours. She mirrors your posture without realizing it. Her focus narrows until you're the only thing in her perceptual field. Psychological studies show that sexual readiness literally narrows attention bandwidth. Her brain starts filtering out everything that's not related to the person she's turned on by. In that moment, you're not just part of the scene. You are the scene. Here's the truth. These signs don't all appear at once, but when you start spotting 3, 4, maybe even all 7, it's not just your imagination. The question is, will you notice and act in the moment, or will you let the moment slip? If you found this breakdown eye-opening, hit like, drop a comment telling me which signs you've spotted in real life, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss another deep dive into female psychology and attraction. Because once you start seeing these patterns, you can't unsee them.